I've been up front. I've been honest about my painful rectal itch in the past. I've dealt with this now 18 months.
For a while, yeah.
Yes, a long time.
But it has been a recurring motif in your life, however, for a long time.
Well, even longer.
But yes.
Years and years. That's
the most
right.
recent flare-up.
Yeah, and every time I think I've got it under control, it flares back up again. And then recently, I've gotten a medication. I don't want to jinx it, but I think.
You see, because you've said this before.
I know.
I don't think you even know this, but yesterday, Kelly, Biggie, you certainly don't, but yesterday, post-show, I was in the office, and a coworker we haven't seen in a while was in, and we were just chit-chatting about life, and I think she plays tennis and that kind of thing, so she and you have some things in common. And Kelly came into the office after the program and discreetly reached into his satchel.
You saw it.
And I broke off eye contact with our friend from sales, and I saw him tuck a tiny little white container, what I only assume is butt salve, and tried to discreetly hide it in his wrist and say, "I gotta go."
I must go now for a minute.
So he zipped right in front of this poor woman, and then zipped right past her, and then disappeared for about 4 minutes.
I had to do that.
So I figured it had to be that.
Is it something you have to put on before you work out?
No, it's let me just set the stage. Let me go back. Let me get into my painful rectal itch. 18 months ago.
Gather round, everyone.
18 months ago, a bad flare-up. And I just lived with it for a while. And then late last year, I was dealing with it. It got to its worst late last year.
Can I ask, Kelly, how many people in your household are aware of the condition?
They all are now. I've told them. I said,
even the children?
Yes, I'm struggling with this.
Well, they see you kind of like a bear, trying to scratch your butt on door jams and counters.
It's really.
Are you sitting on donuts when you drive the minivan?
Yeah, it's a very difficult thing to go through. And I dealt with it in silence for a while, and finally I said, let me live my truth. Biggie told me, live your truth.
Live your truth.
And I did one day. I said, by golly, I've got painful rectal itch. I'm not alone. There's an army of us out there.
No, there is. And I say that because every time you bring it up, I get email after email of stuff for you to try.
I know. And I have tried a lot of things.
I'd say most things at this point.
Yeah, I tried several, and then I actually went to have my colonoscopy.
Yeah.
It was really because of the painful rectal itch, and a friend said, I got the best butt guy in the business. And he'll do your colonoscopy, and he'll tell you what's wrong with your, with the itch as well. And so I did it. Now, I got the colonoscopy out of the way, and he was fantastic. But he told me, yeah, it's just an irritation. It's not that big a deal. Something for diaper. Desitin.
Over the counter.
Over the counter. He's like, easy. Use it 2 weeks. You'll be fine. I used it for a month. Nothing. I mean, and I sort of, in my mind, I was like, yeah, it's getting better, but it really wasn't. It just wasn't. So again, people called and emailed and said, try Vagisil, which I did, which I'm convinced was a joke.
I'm almost positive.
That's in the shower right now, my Vagisil. I used every other thing you can imagine, lots of different things. Somebody said, witch hazel, just the medicated wipes, several different things.
Dave had a suggestion that seemed to work short term.
It was short term. I told him. He said,
the cornstarch?
Yes.
That's right. Dave wanted you to throw cornstarch on it.
I did.
You started making Johnny cakes back there by the end of the program.
I did, and when I would sit, a poof of powder.
That was a Dave Aiken mountain medicine. Throw some cornstarch on it. Problem is, it's getting wet back there. You need to dry it out.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's right, and that did work for a minute or two, just briefly, And then, some people were joking around. They were like, "Try Frank's Red Hot. Try, this."
That's Cholula.
That's just going to burn.
It's not helpful, right?
So now you have the mystery salve in the white container.
Well, let me tell you what
we're getting into
that is.
that.
I'll tell you what that is. I went to finally I said, I'm going to the dermatologist, and then he'll know what to do. Remember that?
Yep,
episode?
I do.
And he said, he looked at just 30 seconds. He's like, yeah, I'll prescribe you something. He said, have you tried cortisone? And I said, no. And he said, let me just prescribe you something a little stronger than that. It'll knock it out in 2 or 3 days. I put it on, and again, mentally, I was like, oh, yeah, this is working. It really wasn't.
No.
Used the whole tube of that. Didn't work. And because he had said, have you tried cortisone? After his prescription, I went to cortisone. And again, nothing.
It's over the counter?
It's over the counter, yeah. But, and I told this to Chris Demm, it says for external use only on cortisone. It says that. So, I worry because I'm getting in it.
Yeah,
That's not that's not the wisest move.
Right,
No.
right. And it didn't really help anyway. So,
Yeah, right at that area kind of is in and out.
Yeah.
It truly is like a tunnel.
It is. And I'm just,
You're in the tunnel, but you can see light.
yeah, I'm just gunking it up basically. But just before I went to see the dermatologist, I had ordered a $50 salve. It would cost $50 for a tiny little vial of it. And I said to my wife, I just searched on the internet, best thing for painful rectal itch. And this popped up. I don't even remember the name of it. It's like Pornicorn or something like that.
Oh, my God, from our friends in the porn industry?
Who knows? It could be.
I don't know.
Hey, you know what? If it helps, it helps.
That's right.
Maybe you should reach out to your friend, what is her name, Alexis Ford?
Yeah,
It's what I use after the anal gangbangs.
yeah. She and I bonded in here one day. And so I had almost forgotten about it, but it was $50. I had not even opened it. It was $50. I tried all these other things. And so about a week ago, I said, let me just go ahead and break this out and see if this works. And immediately a different sensation. Burning. Like something's working. It's like it's working, you know?
Oh.
You could, I mean, it's like it's a medicine. It's attacking. And within a day, much better results. But on the top of the jar, it says, very important to follow instructions carefully. Okay. Now, I bought it a few months ago. So on the top of the jar, it's very important, underline, follow instructions carefully. I threw the instructions away. I don't have them.
My God.
I don't know. So
Can you Google the medication? Will the directions be online?
Well, I hoped so, but no. And I remember it came in a box with a long thing of instructions, which sat on my sink for a while.
In how many languages?
Several, probably 4 or 5. There was some Chinese characters on there. I know that there was. So
Look, butt problems are universal.
yeah, that's right,
Worldwide.
And I used it the first time after a shower, and I really felt, ooh, well, there's some active ingredient in it because it's like a pink salve. And so I don't really know when to use it. I use it after a shower, I use it before bed, and then I use it after a movement. Okay. So it worked for a few days. It worked, but now I feel myself sliding back again. It's just such a such a give and take. You know, it's so frustrating because you think you've got something.
How much
solid.
money have you poured up there?
How much
up your
money? Oh, hundreds of dollars now. I used something else that somebody recommended that was about $20 for a little vial. Now this is $50. I would say I'm probably at, well, including the colonoscopy, you know, thousands, but not including. I had to have that.
Yeah.
So $250 chasing this cure that has yet to come, and I continue to go back and forth and back and forth. It's what you deal with when you're dealing with PRI. And that's where I am.
One step
right now.
up, 2 steps back.
Yes, and I forgot my salve today, my cream.
Yeah.
I forgot. But yesterday, while you were talking to our friend and coworker, I was going to the bathroom discreetly.
Yeah.
And I just made a move to get.
You try to palm it like a baseball.
but it's a little large.
It's so just bright white.
It's it's a little large.
The little can or whatever, the little jar.
Little vial, and on the top it says, "Warning, follow instructions."
This is not from my butt.
Yeah, you couldn't have been more obvious.
And I can't put it in my pocket. It's too big.
It's
for that.
too big for that.
It'll look like it. You can really
So
tell.
it sits in your attaché.
I leave it in my attaché, and again, quietly go about the business.
I'd imagine if somebody robbed you.
Oh, I know. That'd be what they'd wind up with. It's and then like last night, I used it just before I went to bed, but it burns. I mean, it burns, and when I do the workout in the middle of the day, go to the gym, it reactivates it. So when I start running or sweating in any way, it starts to burn so badly. And I'm just like really having
He's
fun.
really getting it today, folks. That's the commitment we need.
I'm just like
They don't know you're trying to run from the pain.
It is really when it
Someone's
reacts.
going to take a picture of you and put it up on their website.
Yeah,
Look at this guy. He's burning. He is.
I am. It's really quite a burn, which makes me think it's working. But then if I go a little while without it, it just goes right back.
Yeah.
I got to get those directions. I got to look that up online. T-Bone, I always love it when you call. You have common sense advice, and you have some now. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How y'all doing?
Doing pretty well. You have some advice for me.
Yeah, I'll tell you what worked for me. Pickled pig's foot.
Pickle?
You put one up there. It's something about the vinegar and the pork, but you got to tie a string to it, making sure you don't lose it. That could be embarrassing. But put one up there.
You see that? I never know if anybody's serious or I don't know. Somebody told me rubbing alcohol. And I tried it. Thank you, Pete.
God, it just sounds like it would.
God, yeah, they would have heard you scream at your old house.
It did burn. Now, that was a terrible burn.
Oh, yeah.
And I wouldn't say that really helped. And it dries it out. After I had talked to the dermatologist, he said, anything that dries it is bad. Like the Vagisil dried it out, as did the what do you call it? It's preparation H, but it's the active ingredients, witch hazel, and it dries it out. I don't know, gang. I guess the next step is probably to go to proctologist? Is that who I would see?
That's their specialty.
I guess I'm going to have to wind up back there because that's just where I am.
Well, Biggie and I have the same guy.
Yeah, maybe you could recommend him. And the one thing I haven't really done, and I probably should, it's what you just ran out of, the Metamucil, really to get things flowing.
Double
better.
down on fiber?
Yeah, double down on fiber, and that way, it takes care of the problem sort of at the source. That's what I'll go to next. I don't mean to bring anybody down here. Here we are going into a weekend. I want to apologize if I brought anybody down. But
well, there's still time to shop for Father's Day, kids.
That's true.
Maybe, I doubt your kids are listening at the moment.
No.
You never know.
Maybe my wife could tell them quietly. This is something Dad would.
Right, like your daughter. She's at the age where she might still make a card for you.
She does.
And you draw your butt with pain lines shooting out of it. Sorry, Daddy.
She could do something like that. You're exactly right. Now, I'm looking at the Hot 5 topics today. It's not painful rectal itch. That's just in my life. My mentor sends these every day, and we try to. I've already done the spreadsheet, so everything's already done. Okay. One out of 5 today, Biggie.
It's a bad week for you.
Terrible week. I was 0 for 5 yesterday and the day before. I'm one of the last 15. One of the last 15. You want to guess which one it is?
Go ahead. Read them off.
I'll tell you what's not on here. Juneteenth. It was on there yesterday. Today it's not on there. And Biggie and I were just talking. This is the first Juneteenth holiday. Now, technically, June 19th is tomorrow. But they've signed.
A lot of places are scrambling to make the holiday today.
Yeah, that's right. Because President Biden signed it into law that federal employees are off today. So Biggie says he has a friend who's a federal employee. And she's like, yeah, I'm off.
Yeah, I'm off now.
I texted our boss and said, I did.
Did he respond with, did you even know this existed till today?
I saw it last night. I saw Biden sign
When will we adjust the company calendar?
Do we have time? I said yesterday, do we have time to adjust the company calendar? He said, no, we're not going to do it. And he didn't find any humor in it either. He said, no, we're not doing that. Come on in. So we're working today. Federal employees are off. Here are the 5 topics, only one of which I'm on. All right, you tell me which ones. Okay. Victoria's Secret will be swapping out its lineup of angel wing-clad models in favor of the VS Collective, which is an ever-growing group of accomplished women who share.
I can't imagine that's going to be on the list.
Well, I don't know. It does have Victoria's Secret in it.
Yeah.
They share a common passion to drive positive change. Victoria's Secret completely changing their image.
Well, it is Victoria's Secret, which would draw you in.
Okay.
But then celebrating accomplished women lost you.
Yeah, nobody. I don't think. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but I don't think you want to see Megan Rapinoe prancing around in her underwear.
Yeah.
It's a fact. And I believe she has joined on to this.
She's the only face I've seen.
She's the one, yes. The soccer player, Megan Rapinoe. Shooting spree in Phoenix.
Too serious.
Too serious for me. I know. Probably be in the world in 60 seconds.
It's like a series of drive-bys. I'm not sure that they're related.
It's very strange.
The report I read.
That's right. A dozen people injured.
But they appear to be non-related.
That's right.
But
right.
all across, not in one place.
That's correct. Near Phoenix, 1 person dead, a dozen injured, an apparent drive-by shooting spree in different.
Yeah, it's a spree killer, right?
Yes. Have they caught him? I don't even know.
I don't even know the answer.
Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are talking about landmark voting rights legislation.
Nope.
That actually, if you had a chart, it would start at a 10 out of 10 because you said Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom.
Yes.
Tink down all the way to us every time. Talk about vote.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Now, got this one yesterday. Did not do it today. Got it yesterday. The woman who went to an aquarium 38 years ago, and the aquarium was closing for the day, so they gave her a late gate ticket and said you can use this anytime in the future. Now her granddaughter found the ticket while cleaning out some stuff in her grandmother's house, Now the woman's in her 80s and said, "Can I use this?" She went to Boston to the aquarium, and they honored it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool story that they honored that. Billie Eilish, under fire
You love her.
on TikTok for using language that is hurtful to Asians. And this is in the past that she has done this. Now, those are your choices. Victoria's Secret, drive-by shooting, landmark voting legislation, surprising gift at the aquarium. Billie Eilish uses bad terms for Asians.
You have 30 seconds.
Well, I'll break it down. The first three, out. I'm torn between Georgia Aquarium because you do like
Was I
stories
gonna do
like
a
this.
follow-up? A
Yeah,
follow-up
follow
on
up
the
on this.
aquarium.
Yeah.
Right.
Did we have some, the daughter talking or something?
Right.
Or Billie Eilish, which you do like, but it's controversial and it makes you uncomfortable
Very much so.
because of the Asian factors.
Yes.
But, man, I'm really torn here. I'm going to have to I'm going to go Georgia Aquarium follow-up.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, no.
Biggie, so close.
Sorry, no.
So close.
You read my mind earlier in the week, but I went Billie Eilish on this. Billie Eilish is under fire. Apparently, on TikTok, she used an Asian slur, which I was guilty of saying in my teens. I mean, way back when I would say this. And it's a bad, it really is a bad thing.
Really?
I mean, yeah, but
Trying to think of what it could be.
to me, it was so common when I grew up.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
Okay, and where I grew up, it was just like you'd see an Asian person and go, and
Yeah.
it's almost like things like that were said around me. I didn't even know it was that bad. I just thought that's what people were called.
There's a whole generation like that.
It really is true. I mean, I had no idea. The other day, what was it I saying about welshing on a bet? And I don't associate that with Welsh.
It's just become part of the
people.
language.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I didn't even associate that with the Welsh. And so I say it, and Chris Demm said, that's a slur.
It's like paddy wagon.
I didn't know that was. He'd tell me that too. He'd tell me that
Yeah.
too.
So you throw the drunk brawling
Yeah.
Irishman.
The Irish are drunk, so they have to go into the back of the paddy wagon, which is the police car.
Or the big van. You just toss a bunch of them in there.
Exactly. I had no idea that was even a thing. And so we used to say that, I hate to say, when I was younger.
So Billie Eilish is what, 19?
That's right.
And she was, so she couldn't be too much younger when she said these
Yeah,
things.
I mean, she had, unless she was like 15 or 16 is what they're talking about.
Is that when they said that she
I don't
said-
know.
She used a slur for Asians, and then her boyfriend, at least they're assumed to be boyfriend, girlfriend, he's apologized for some language he's used online too. And now there's a bunch of like hashtag cancel Billie Eilish stuff out there.
Will you cancel Billie Eilish, Kelly?
I don't know how to, because that's the problem with me.
No.
Will you turn her music down when you hear it in the...
I don't know when she's singing. That's my problem. I listen to the radio and the songs come on, and I don't even know who they are. I mean, at the end of the song,
That's right, your radio's so old.
it doesn't say.
It doesn't display the same.
No, it doesn't
Yeah.
display any of that. I have no idea.
I forgot.
I couldn't cancel Billie Eilish if I wanted to.
No, you wouldn't know.
I mean, I won't seek her out. How about that? I will not seek out
There you
Billie
go.
Eilish. But
Okay.
but if she just lands on me, what am I supposed to do?
I can't believe you're listening to this. Listening to what? Billie Eilish.
Why do you hate
This
Asians?
is Billie Eilish?
Why do you hate Asians?
I don't. What?
I could not cancel Olivia Rodrigo. If there's
well.
no way, no matter what she did. It brings me. I saw an interesting list. It was with this Billie Eilish story, and Kristen might be interested in this. We'll do it in the soft copy here.